Ever felt overwhelmed by life's challenges? The audiobook, Stay Calm, Think Smart, The Art of Critical Thinking in Difficult Situations, is your key to mastering critical thinking and maintaining composure in any situation. Discover how to make better decisions, solve complex problems, and navigate high-pressure scenarios with confidence. Don't let stress cloud your judgment or missed opportunities hold you back. Transform your approach to life's difficulties and unlock your full potential for personal and professional success. Before we go on, I invite you to download the free bundle, which contains the ebook version of this book and an executive summary of all the chapters with the key takeaways. Studies show that engaging with content through multiple formats significantly enhances learning and retention. Click on the first link in the description to claim your free bundle now and maximize your learning potential. Now it's free, but it won't be for long, so make sure to grab it while you can. Chapter 1, Starting Smart. In a world of constant change and increasing complexity, the ability to think critically and maintain composure in challenging situations is more valuable than ever. Imagine facing a crucial decision at work, a personal crisis, or an unexpected challenge with unwavering clarity and confidence. This isn't just a fantasy, it's a skill that can be developed and honed over time. Welcome to Stay Calm, Think Smart, the art of critical thinking in difficult situations. As you embark on this journey, picture yourself standing at the base of a mountain. The peak represents your goal, becoming a master of calm, critical thinking. The path ahead may seem daunting, but with each step, you'll gain new insights and abilities that will transform the way you approach life's challenges. This book is your guide to navigating that path, offering a unique blend of mindfulness techniques and critical thinking strategies. By integrating these two powerful approaches, you'll develop a mental toolkit that allows you to remain calm under pressure and make smart decisions even in the most difficult circumstances. But why is this combination so potent? Think of your mind as a precision instrument. When it's clouded by stress, anxiety, or emotional turmoil, its accuracy and effectiveness are compromised. By cultivating calmness, you create the ideal conditions for your critical thinking skills to flourish. It's like clearing the fog from a lens, allowing you to see the situation before you with crystal clarity. As you progress through this book, you'll discover that the journey of mastering calm critical thinking is both challenging and rewarding. In this first chapter, we'll lay the groundwork for your transformation, exploring what you can expect to achieve, the long-term benefits of this practice, and the key steps involved in the process. Let's start by considering what you should be able to achieve the first time you go through this book. First and foremost, you'll develop a foundational understanding of calm and critical thinking. This means grasping the core principles that underpin these concepts and recognizing how they interact to enhance your decision-making abilities. You'll learn to identify the signs of stress and emotional reactivity in yourself and begin to implement simple techniques to regain your composure in challenging moments. This might involve taking a few deep breaths before responding to a heated email or pausing to consider multiple perspectives when faced with a complex problem. Additionally, you'll start to integrate calmness into your decision-making processes. This doesn't mean becoming detached or unemotional. Rather, it's about creating a mental space where you can examine your thoughts and feelings objectively. You'll begin to notice how your emotional state influences your thinking and develop strategies to maintain a balanced perspective even when the stakes are high. But the true power of these skills becomes apparent over time as you continue to practice and refine them. With consistent effort, you'll experience improved clarity and confidence in your decision-making. Complex problems that once seemed overwhelming will become manageable challenges to be methodically analyzed and solved. This newfound ability to navigate difficult situations with grace and intelligence will have far-reaching effects on both your personal and professional life. You may find yourself better equipped to handle workplace conflicts, more adept at negotiating important deals, or simply more at peace with the everyday stresses of modern life. In the long term, Mastering the art of calm critical thinking can lead to significant personal and professional growth. As you consistently make better decisions and handle challenges more effectively, you'll likely see improvements in your career prospects, relationships, and overall life satisfaction. The ripple effects of this growth can be truly transformative, opening up new opportunities and possibilities you might never have imagined. So, what's involved in this process, and what are the most important steps? At its core, the journey involves two key elements: understanding the principles of critical thinking and learning mindfulness techniques for calmness. Critical thinking is more than just logical reasoning. It's a comprehensive approach to analyzing information, questioning assumptions, and making well-informed decisions. You'll learn to identify cognitive biases that can cloud your judgment and develop strategies for evaluating evidence objectively. This might involve techniques like the 5 whys for root cause analysis or the use of decision matrices to weigh complex options. Equally important is the cultivation of calmness through mindfulness techniques. This doesn't mean you need to become a meditation guru. Rather, it's about developing practical skills to manage your mental and emotional state in real-world situations. You'll explore breathing exercises, body scan techniques, and other methods to quickly center yourself when faced with stressful circumstances. These steps are carefully ordered to build upon each other, creating a synergistic effect that enhances your overall capabilities. By first establishing a foundation of calmness, you create the mental space necessary for effective critical thinking. Conversely, as your critical thinking skills improve, you'll find it easier to maintain your composure in challenging situations, creating a positive feedback loop of personal growth. This synergy between calmness and critical thinking is what sets this approach apart from other self-improvement methods. It's not just about thinking more logically or feeling more relaxed. It's about integrating these skills to become a more effective, resilient, and confident individual. By building a strong foundation in these areas, you'll be well equipped to navigate even the most complex situations life throws your way. Whether you're facing a high-stakes business negotiation, a personal crisis, or simply trying to make sense of an increasingly complex world, the skills you develop through this book will serve you well. As we conclude this introductory chapter, take a moment to reflect on the journey ahead. The path to mastering calm, critical thinking may not always be easy, but the rewards are immeasurable. With each chapter, you'll gain new insights and tools to add to your mental toolkit. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into the concept of the calm mindset, exploring how to cultivate emotional stability even in the face of intense pressure. You'll discover powerful techniques that can transform the way you respond to stress, setting the stage for clearer thinking and better decision-making. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. By opening this book and committing to this process, you've already taken that crucial first step. The path to becoming a master of calm critical thinking lies before you, filled with challenges, discoveries, and opportunities for growth. Are you ready to take the next step? Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to Grow to the Top and activate notifications to receive more self-improvement tips that will supercharge your growth. And make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. It really helps the channel grow. Thank you for your support. Chapter 2: The Calm Mindset. Imagine standing in the eye of a storm, surrounded by chaos, yet perfectly at peace. This image encapsulates the essence of what we'll explore in this chapter: the calm mindset. It's a state of being that allows you to navigate life's turbulent waters with grace and clarity, even when the waves of stress and pressure threaten to overwhelm you. But what exactly is this calm mindset, and why is it so crucial for critical thinking in difficult situations? As we delve into this concept, you'll discover that it's far more than just feeling relaxed or unbothered. It's a powerful tool that can transform the way you approach challenges and make decisions. At its core, the calm mindset is about cultivating emotional stability. It's the ability to maintain your composure and think clearly, even when faced with high-pressure situations. This state of mind doesn't just happen by chance, it's a skill that can be developed and honed over time. Consider for a moment how you typically react when faced with a stressful situation. Do you feel your heart rate increase? Does your mind race with anxious thoughts? These are common responses, but they can significantly impair your ability to think critically and make sound decisions. This is where the power of calmness comes into play. When you're able to maintain a sense of inner peace, even in the face of external chaos, you create the ideal conditions for clear thinking. It's like turning down the volume on background noise, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. But the benefits of a calm mindset extend far beyond just feeling more relaxed. When you're emotionally stable, you're better equipped to analyze situations objectively, consider multiple perspectives, and make decisions based on logic rather than impulse. This emotional stability becomes the bedrock upon which effective critical thinking is built. So, how do we cultivate this elusive state of calm? The journey begins with understanding that calmness is not about suppressing emotions or pretending that stressful situations don't affect you. Instead, it's about developing the ability to observe your thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. One powerful approach to achieving this is through mindfulness techniques. Mindfulness is the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. It's a skill that can be developed through regular practice, much like building a muscle. As you begin to incorporate mindfulness into your daily life, you may notice subtle shifts in how you respond to stress. Instead of immediately reacting to a challenging situation, you might find yourself pausing, taking a deep breath, and approaching the problem with a clearer mind. But mindfulness is just one piece of the puzzle. To truly cultivate emotional stability, we need to engage in mental exercises that strengthen our ability to remain calm under pressure. These exercises can take many forms, from visualization techniques to cognitive reframing strategies. One such exercise involves mentally rehearsing challenging scenarios. By imagining yourself staying calm and composed in difficult situations, you're essentially training your brain to respond more effectively when real challenges arise. It's like creating a mental blueprint for calmness that you can draw upon when needed. Another powerful technique is the practice of self-compassion. Often, our own harsh self-criticism can be a significant source of stress and emotional turmoil. By learning to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding, we can create a more stable emotional foundation from which to face life's challenges. As you progress in your journey towards a calm mindset, you'll likely encounter situations that truly test your newfound skills. This is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. Staying grounded under pressure is a crucial aspect of maintaining emotional stability. One effective strategy for maintaining focus and clarity in high-pressure situations is the use of grounding techniques. These are simple exercises that help you stay connected to the present moment, preventing your mind from spiraling into anxiety or panic. A classic grounding technique is the 5-4-3-2-1 method. In this exercise, you identify 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This simple act of sensory awareness can help anchor you in the present, calming your mind and allowing you to think more clearly. Another strategy for staying grounded is to focus on your breath. By taking slow, deep breaths and paying attention to the sensation of air moving in and out of your body, you can create a sense of calm and centeredness. This technique is particularly useful because it's something you can do discreetly in almost any situation. Of course, like any skill, developing a calm mindset requires practice. That's why incorporating practical exercises into your daily routine is so important. One of the most effective practices is daily mindfulness meditation. This doesn't have to be a lengthy or formal affair. Even just 5 minutes a day of focused attention can make a significant difference over time. To get started with mindfulness meditation, find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed. Sit comfortably and focus your attention on your breath. When your mind wanders, and it will, gently bring your focus back to your breath without judgment. Over time, this practice can help you develop greater awareness and control over your thoughts and emotions. In addition to meditation, incorporating breathing exercises into your daily routine can provide immediate calm when you need it most. One simple yet powerful technique is the 4-7-8 breath. Inhale quietly through your nose for a count of 4, hold your breath for a count of 7, then exhale completely through your mouth for a count of 8. Repeat this cycle 4 times. This exercise can help activate your body's relaxation response, calming your mind and reducing stress. As you begin to implement these practices, you might wonder what kind of results you can expect. While everyone's journey is unique, there are some common outcomes that many people experience as they develop a calmer mindset. At a basic level, you're likely to notice reduced stress levels in your daily life. Situations that once would have sent you into a tailspin of anxiety might start to feel more manageable. This alone can significantly improve your quality of life and overall well-being. As you continue to practice and refine your skills, you may experience improved focus and decision-making abilities. The mental clarity that comes with emotional stability can help you analyze situations more objectively and make choices based on logic rather than impulse or emotion. For those who truly dedicate themselves to cultivating a calm mindset, the ultimate outcome is mastery of emotional regulation. This doesn't mean you'll never feel stressed or anxious. Those are normal human emotions. Rather, it means you'll have the tools to manage your emotional state effectively, even in the most challenging circumstances. Of course, the journey to developing a calm mindset isn't always smooth sailing. You may encounter obstacles along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these challenges. One common issue is difficulty maintaining a consistent mindfulness practice. Life gets busy, and it's easy to let your meditation or breathing exercises fall by the wayside. If you find yourself struggling with consistency, try setting a regular schedule for your practice and start small. Even just a few minutes a day can make a difference, and as you begin to experience the benefits, you'll likely feel motivated to dedicate more time to these practices. Another challenge you might face is feeling overwhelmed by emotional triggers. Even as you develop greater emotional stability, there may be certain situations or people that still push your buttons. When this happens, remember to use the grounding techniques we discussed earlier. Taking a moment to reconnect with your senses or focus on your breath can help you regain your composure and approach the situation with a clearer mind. As we conclude this exploration of the calm mindset, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come already. By simply engaging with these concepts and considering how they might apply to your life, you've taken an important step towards greater emotional stability and clearer thinking. Remember, developing a calm mindset is a journey, not a destination. It's a skill that you'll continue to refine and strengthen throughout your life. Each time you face a challenge with composure, each moment of clarity in a stressful situation is a victory worth celebrating. In the next chapter, we'll delve deeper into the realm of critical thinking, exploring how this essential skill intertwines with the calm mindset you're developing. You'll discover powerful techniques for analyzing complex situations and making sound decisions, even when the stakes are high. But for now, as you close this chapter, take a deep breath and savor the sense of possibility that lies ahead. The path to mastering your mind is unfolding before you, filled with insights and transformations yet to be revealed. Chapter 3: Understanding Critical Thinking. As we venture into the realm of critical thinking, imagine yourself as an explorer in a vast, uncharted territory. This landscape is filled with ideas, information, and arguments, some true, some false, and many somewhere in between. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to navigate this complex terrain with skill and discernment. But what exactly is this elusive skill we call critical thinking? At its core, it's a way of approaching the world around us with curiosity, skepticism, and a commitment to uncovering the truth. It's about peeling back the layers of our assumptions and biases, questioning what we think we know and striving to see things as they truly are. In our increasingly complex world, the ability to think critically is more important than ever. We're bombarded with information from countless sources, each vying for our attention and often our agreement. Without the tools of critical thinking, it's all too easy to be swayed by persuasive rhetoric, misleading statistics, or our own preconceived notions. This is particularly crucial when we find ourselves in difficult situations. When the stakes are high and the pressure is on, our ability to analyze objectively and make sound judgments can make all the difference. Critical thinking enables us to cut through the noise, focus on what's truly important, and make decisions based on solid reasoning rather than emotion or impulse. But the benefits of critical thinking extend far beyond just making better decisions. As we develop this skill, we become more adept at identifying and challenging biases, both our own and those of others. This awareness is like a superpower, allowing us to see the world more clearly and navigate complex social and intellectual landscapes with greater ease. So how do we cultivate this valuable skill? The journey begins with understanding the core principles of critical thinking. At its heart, critical thinking is about questioning assumptions, questioning biases, and questioning the information presented to us. Consider for a moment a belief you hold strongly. It could be about politics, society, or even your personal life. Now ask yourself, why do I believe this? What evidence supports this belief? Are there alternative explanations I haven't considered? This process of questioning our own assumptions is at the core of critical thinking. But questioning isn't just about challenging our own beliefs. It's also about approaching new information with a healthy skepticism. When we encounter a claim or an argument, a critical thinker doesn't simply accept or reject it outright. Instead, they ask, what evidence supports this claim? Who is making this argument? And what might their motivations be? Are there other perspectives I should consider? This leads us to another crucial aspect of critical thinking, the ability to differentiate between facts and opinions. In our information-rich world, it's easy for these two to become blurred. A fact is something that can be objectively verified, while an opinion is a subjective belief or judgment. Being able to distinguish between the two is essential for clear thinking and sound decision-making. For example, the statement, "The Earth orbits the Sun," is a fact that can be verified through scientific observation. On the other hand, "Summer is the best season" is an opinion, no matter how strongly someone might believe it. Developing the ability to quickly identify which is which can help us navigate complex arguments and make more informed judgments. As we delve deeper into the world of critical thinking, we encounter the realm of logical reasoning and analysis. This is where things can get really exciting and challenging. Logical reasoning is about constructing and evaluating arguments, identifying fallacies, and drawing valid conclusions from available evidence. One powerful tool in the critical thinker's arsenal is the ability to recognize and evaluate different types of arguments. For instance, deductive arguments aim to prove their conclusions with certainty, while inductive arguments provide support for a probable conclusion. Understanding the structure of these arguments helps us assess their strength and validity. Another crucial skill is the ability to identify logical fallacies, errors in reasoning that can make an argument seem stronger than it actually is. Ad hominem attacks, attacking the person rather than their argument, false dichotomies, presenting only two options when more exist, and appeal to authority, accepting something as true simply because an authority figure said it, are just a few examples of the many fallacies that can trip us up if we're not careful. But how do we put all of this into practice? Like any skill, critical thinking improves with practice. One effective exercise is to analyze news articles for bias. Choose an article on a controversial topic and read it carefully. Ask yourself, what facts are presented? What opinions are expressed? Are there any logical fallacies in the arguments? What information might be missing? This practice can help sharpen your ability to distinguish between fact and opinion and identify potential biases. Another enjoyable way to hone your critical thinking skills is through logical puzzles and games. Sudoku, chess, and logic grid puzzles are all excellent options. These games challenge you to think systematically, consider multiple possibilities, and draw logical conclusions, all key components of critical thinking. As you embark on this journey of developing your critical thinking skills, you might wonder what outcomes you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to see improved analytical skills. You'll become more adept at breaking down complex problems, evaluating evidence, and drawing logical conclusions. With continued practice, you may find that you have an enhanced ability to identify biases, both in yourself and in the information you encounter. This can be truly eye-opening as you start to recognize patterns of thought and argument that you might have previously overlooked. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of logical reasoning. This doesn't mean you'll never make a mistake in your thinking. We're all human after all. But it does mean you'll have a powerful set of tools at your disposal for navigating complex intellectual terrain and making sound judgments. Of course, the path to developing strong critical thinking skills isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is struggling to identify biases, particularly our own. We all have blind spots, and it can be uncomfortable to confront our own biases and preconceptions. If you find yourself struggling in this area, try exposing yourself to diverse sources of information and viewpoints. Engaging with perspectives different from your own can help highlight your own biases and broaden your understanding. Another challenge you might face is difficulty with logical reasoning, particularly when dealing with complex arguments or unfamiliar topics. If you find yourself struggling to follow or construct logical arguments, try using structured frameworks to break down the problem. Techniques like argument mapping can help you visualize the structure of an argument and identify its strengths and weaknesses. Remember, developing critical thinking skills is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each time you question an assumption, evaluate an argument, or draw a logical conclusion, you're strengthening these crucial skills. As we conclude this exploration of critical thinking, take a moment to reflect on the power of this skill. By developing your ability to think critically, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can serve you in every aspect of your life, from making personal decisions to understanding complex global issues. In the next chapter, we'll delve into a realm that often challenges even the most skilled critical thinkers. We'll explore how our emotions can influence our thinking in ways we might not even realize, and discover strategies for maintaining our logical footing even when our feelings run high. But for now, as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden influences might be shaping your thoughts and decisions at this very moment? The answer may surprise you. Chapter 4: Emotional Triggers. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind seems to cloud over? A moment where logic seems to fly out the window, replaced by a surge of overwhelming feelings? If so, you've encountered what we'll be exploring in this chapter: emotional triggers. These powerful catalysts of our inner world can shape our decisions, actions, and even our perception of reality in ways we might not fully realize. They're like hidden strings, pulling us in directions we may not consciously choose. But what if we could see these strings? What if we could learn to recognize them, understand them, and even gain some control over how they influence us? This is where the art of emotional awareness comes into play. It's a skill that can transform the way we navigate difficult situations, enhancing our ability to think critically even when our emotions are running high. But why is this so crucial, especially when it comes to making decisions in challenging circumstances? Imagine you're faced with a high-stakes decision. The pressure is on, and the consequences of your choice will be significant. In such moments, our emotions can act like a thick fog, obscuring our view of the facts and clouding our judgment. We might make impulsive decisions based on fear, anger, or excitement, rather than carefully considering all aspects of the situation. This is where emotional awareness becomes our ally. By recognizing when we're being influenced by our emotions, we can take a step back, take a deep breath, and create space for more rational thought. It's like having an internal early warning system that alerts us when our emotions are threatening to take the wheel. But emotional awareness isn't just about preventing bad decisions. It's also about clearing the path for clearer thinking. When we're able to manage our emotions effectively, it's as if we're wiping the fog from a windshield. Suddenly, we can see the road ahead more clearly, making it easier to navigate even the most complex situations. So how do we develop this crucial skill? The first step is learning to identify the emotional influences that shape our thoughts and decisions. These influences can be subtle, often operating below the level of our conscious awareness. They're like underground currents, silently shaping the landscape of our minds. One of the most powerful of these influences are what we call emotional triggers. These are situations, words, or even memories that provoke a strong emotional response in us. They're like hot buttons that, when pressed, can send us into a tailspin of intense feelings. Common emotional triggers in decision-making might include feeling criticized or judged, fear of failure or success, feeling overwhelmed or out of control, or perceived threats to our status or relationships. Each person's triggers are unique, shaped by their individual experiences and personality. The key to managing these triggers is first to recognize them. This requires a level of self-awareness that many of us aren't accustomed to practicing. It involves paying close attention to our emotional responses, noticing patterns in what sets us off, and being honest with ourselves about our vulnerabilities. One effective way to develop this awareness is through the practice of mindfulness. By cultivating a habit of observing our thoughts and feelings without judgment, we can start to notice our emotional reactions as they arise. It's like becoming a detective of our own inner world, curiously observing our responses to different situations. As we become more adept at recognizing our emotional responses, the next challenge is learning to manage them effectively. This doesn't mean suppressing our emotions or pretending they don't exist. Rather, it's about developing the ability to experience our emotions without being completely overtaken by them. One powerful technique for managing emotions is what we might call emotional distancing. This involves creating a mental space between yourself and your emotions. Instead of saying, "I am angry," you might say, "I notice that I'm feeling anger." This subtle shift in language can help you see your emotions as temporary experiences rather than defining characteristics. Another useful approach is the practice of reframing. This involves looking at a situation from different perspectives to change its emotional impact. For example, if you're feeling anxious about a challenging task, you might reframe it as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. These techniques can help us separate our emotions from our logical thinking, allowing us to make decisions with greater clarity and objectivity. It's like being able to step back and observe a situation from a higher vantage point, seeing all the pieces of the puzzle rather than being caught up in one small part. But like any skill, managing our emotional triggers requires practice. One effective exercise is journaling about our emotional responses to different situations. By writing down what triggered us, how we felt, and how we reacted, we can start to see patterns in our emotional responses. Over time, this can lead to greater self-awareness and control. Another valuable practice is role-playing scenarios that typically trigger strong emotions. By simulating challenging situations in a safe environment, we can practice recognizing and managing our emotional responses. It's like a fire drill for our emotions, helping us prepare for real-life challenges. As you embark on this journey of emotional awareness, you might wonder what kind of results you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to experience increased emotional awareness. You'll become more attuned to your feelings and better able to recognize when you're being influenced by your emotions. With continued practice, you may find that you have improved emotional regulation. This means you'll be better able to manage your emotional responses, staying calm and clear-headed even in challenging situations. You might notice that you're less likely to be thrown off balance by unexpected events or difficult interactions. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of emotional detachment in decision-making. This doesn't mean becoming cold or unfeeling. Rather, it's about being able to experience your emotions fully while still maintaining the ability to think and act rationally. It's a powerful state that allows for both emotional richness and clear, logical thinking. Of course, the path to developing strong emotional awareness and management skills isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is difficulty recognizing emotional triggers. Our emotional responses can be so quick and automatic that we might not even realize we've been triggered. If you find yourself struggling in this area, try keeping a detailed emotional log. Record not just what you feel, but also the situations that preceded the emotion, any physical sensations you experienced, and your subsequent thoughts and actions. Over time, this detailed record can help you identify patterns and recognize your triggers more easily. Another challenge you might face is difficulty in regulating your emotions once they've been triggered. Even when we recognize that we're having an emotional response, it can be hard to shift out of that state. If you find yourself struggling with emotional regulation, remember to return to the basics. Practice mindfulness and use grounding techniques. Something as simple as taking a few deep breaths or focusing on your physical sensations can help bring you back to a more balanced state. Remember, developing emotional awareness and management skills is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each time you recognize an emotional trigger, each moment you're able to pause and choose your response rather than reacting automatically, you're strengthening these crucial skills. As we conclude this exploration of emotional triggers, take a moment to reflect on the power of this awareness. By developing your ability to recognize and manage your emotional responses, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can serve you in every aspect of your life, from making personal decisions to navigating complex professional situations. In the next chapter, we'll zoom out to look at the bigger picture. We'll explore how to analyze complex situations, breaking them down into manageable parts. But as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden patterns might be lurking in the landscape of your mind, shaping your perceptions in ways you've yet to discover? The journey ahead promises to reveal insights that could change the way you see not just the world around you, but your own inner world as well. Chapter 5, Situation Analysis. Imagine standing before a vast, intricate tapestry. At first glance, it's overwhelming, a riot of colors, patterns, and shapes that seem to defy comprehension. But as you step closer and begin to examine it piece by piece, a picture starts to emerge. The chaos resolves into order, and what once seemed incomprehensible becomes clear. This is the essence of what we'll explore in this chapter, the art of situation analysis. It's a skill that allows us to take the complex, often bewildering situations we face in life and break them down into manageable, understandable parts. But why is this so crucial, especially when we're dealing with difficult situations that demand critical thinking? Think about the last time you faced a truly complex problem. Perhaps it was a challenging project at work, a personal dilemma with no clear solution, or a decision with far-reaching consequences. In such moments, it's easy to feel overwhelmed, to see the situation as one big, tangled mess that defies resolution. This is where the power of situation analysis comes into play. By learning to break down complex situations into their component parts, we gain a comprehensive understanding of the problem at hand. It's like being able to see not just the forest, but each individual tree, and understanding how they all fit together. But situation analysis isn't just about understanding, it's also about empowerment. When we can clearly see all the elements of a situation, we're better equipped to make informed decisions. We can weigh our options more effectively, anticipate potential outcomes, and choose the best course of action with confidence. So how do we develop this crucial skill? The journey begins with learning how to gather information effectively. This isn't just about collecting facts. It's about knowing what information is relevant, where to find it, and how to organize it in a way that illuminates rather than obscures. One powerful framework for information gathering is the 5W1H method: who, what, when, where, why, and how. By systematically addressing each of these questions, we can build a comprehensive picture of the situation we're facing. Who are the key players involved? What exactly is happening? When did it start, and what's the timeline? Where is this taking place, and what's the broader context? Why is this happening, and what are the underlying causes? How is the situation unfolding, and what processes are at work? But gathering information is only the first step. The real skill lies in evaluating the evidence and understanding its context. This involves questioning the reliability of our sources, considering potential biases, and looking for gaps in our knowledge. It's about developing a critical eye that can distinguish between solid facts, reasonable assumptions, and mere speculation. Context is particularly crucial. No situation exists in isolation. There are always broader factors at play: economic conditions, social trends, historical precedents, cultural norms. All of these can influence the situation we're analyzing. By considering these contextual factors, we can gain a deeper, more nuanced understanding of the problem at hand. As we delve deeper into the art of situation analysis, we encounter the need for logical approaches to problem breakdown. This is where we start to see the true power of systematic thinking. By applying structured methods to our analysis, we can tackle even the most complex problems with clarity and precision. One effective approach is the divide and conquer method. This involves breaking down a complex problem into smaller, more manageable subproblems. Each of these can then be analyzed separately before being recombined to form a comprehensive understanding of the whole. Another powerful technique is the use of problem trees. This involves identifying the core problem, then mapping out its causes and effects. The result is a visual representation that clearly shows the relationships between different aspects of the situation. It's like creating a map of the problem landscape, allowing us to see paths and connections we might otherwise miss. But how do we put all of this into practice? One effective exercise is to analyze hypothetical scenarios. By working through complex, fictional situations, we can hone our analytical skills without the pressure of real-world consequences. This allows us to experiment with different approaches and learn from our mistakes in a safe environment. Another valuable practice is creating mind maps for complex issues. This involves visually representing the various elements of a situation and the connections between them. Start with the central issue in the middle of a blank page, then branch out with related topics, subtopics, and connections. This can help reveal patterns and relationships that might not be apparent in a linear analysis. As you embark on this journey of developing your situation analysis skills, you might wonder what outcomes you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to see improved problem understanding. You'll become more adept at seeing the different facets of a situation and how they interrelate. With continued practice, you may find that you have enhanced analytical skills. You'll be able to approach complex situations with greater confidence, knowing that you have the tools to break them down and understand them thoroughly. You might notice that you're able to see connections and patterns that others miss, giving you valuable insights in both personal and professional contexts. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of comprehensive situation analysis. This doesn't mean you'll always have all the answers. The world is too complex for that. But it does mean you'll have a powerful set of tools for approaching any situation, no matter how complex or challenging. Of course, the path to developing strong situation analysis skills isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is overlooking key information. In our eagerness to understand a situation, we might rush through our analysis and miss crucial details. If you find yourself struggling with this, try using checklists and structured frameworks to ensure you're considering all relevant aspects of the situation. The 5W1H method mentioned earlier can be a great starting point. Another challenge you might face is feeling overwhelmed by the complexity of certain situations. When faced with a particularly intricate problem, it's easy to feel lost in the details. If you find yourself in this position, remember the divide and conquer approach. Break the problem down into smaller, more manageable parts. Analyze each part separately, then gradually build up to a comprehensive understanding of the whole. Remember, developing situation analysis skills is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each time you break down a complex problem, each moment you gain a new insight through systematic analysis, you're strengthening these crucial skills. As we conclude this exploration of situation analysis, take a moment to reflect on the power of this skill. By developing your ability to break down and understand complex situations, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can serve you in every aspect of your life, from making personal decisions to tackling professional challenges. In the next chapter, we'll build on these analytical skills to explore the art of problem solving. We'll delve into strategies for not just understanding situations, but actively shaping them to achieve our goals. But as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden connections might be waiting to be discovered in the situations you face every day? The tools you've gained here are just the beginning. The real adventure lies in applying them to the rich, complex tapestry of your own life. Chapter 6. Problem-Solving Skills. Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain, your goal gleaming at the summit. The path to the top isn't clear, obstacles litter the landscape, and the terrain is unfamiliar. How do you begin your ascent? This scenario mirrors the challenges we often face in life, where our objectives are clear, but the route to achieve them is anything but straightforward. Welcome to the world of problem solving, a realm where challenges transform into opportunities and obstacles become stepping stones to success. But what exactly makes someone an effective problem solver? Is it an innate talent or a skill that can be cultivated and refined? As we embark on this exploration, you'll discover that problem solving is indeed a skill, one that combines creativity, logic, and a structured approach to navigate even the most complex challenges. It's a powerful tool that can transform the way you approach difficulties, turning seemingly insurmountable problems into conquerable challenges. But why is this skill so crucial, especially when we find ourselves in difficult situations that demand critical thinking? Think about the last time you faced a significant challenge. Perhaps it was a project that seemed impossible to complete, a conflict that appeared unresolvable, or a decision with no clear right answer. In such moments, the ability to solve problems effectively can make the difference between success and failure, progress and stagnation. Problem-solving skills facilitate the effective resolution of challenges. They provide a roadmap when the way forward isn't clear, allowing us to break down complex issues into manageable parts and systematically work towards a solution. It's like having a Swiss Army knife for your mind, equipped with tools to tackle any obstacle you might encounter. Moreover, honing your problem-solving skills encourages innovative and logical thinking. It pushes you to think outside the box, to consider possibilities you might otherwise overlook. At the same time, it grounds your creativity in logic, ensuring that your innovative ideas are also practical and effective. This combination of creativity and logic is a potent force capable of generating solutions that are both novel and viable. So how do we develop these crucial skills? The journey begins with understanding structured problem-solving techniques. These are systematic approaches that guide us through the process of identifying problems, brainstorming solutions, and implementing effective strategies. One powerful technique is the 5 whys method. This involves asking why repeatedly to dig deeper into the root cause of a problem. For example, if you're consistently late for work, you might ask, why am I late? Because I oversleep. Why do I oversleep? Because I stay up too late. Why do I stay up too late? By continuing this line of questioning, you can uncover the underlying issues and address them directly. Another effective approach is the ideal problem-solving model. Identify the problem, define the context, explore possible strategies, act on the best solution, and look back and learn from the experience. This structured method ensures that you consider all aspects of the problem and learn from the process, continually improving your problem-solving skills. But identifying problems is only half the battle. The real challenge often lies in generating effective solutions. This is where brainstorming comes into play. Brainstorming is a technique that encourages the free flow of ideas, allowing you to generate a wide range of potential solutions without immediately judging their feasibility. When brainstorming, it's crucial to create an environment that fosters creativity. Suspend judgment, encourage wild ideas, and focus on quantity over quality initially. You never know which seemingly crazy idea might lead to a breakthrough solution. Once you've generated a pool of potential solutions, the next step is evaluation and implementation. This involves critically assessing each option, considering its potential effectiveness, feasibility, and potential consequences. It's about finding the sweet spot between innovation and practicality. Implementation is where many problem-solving efforts falter. It's one thing to come up with a great idea, it's another to put it into practice effectively. This is where detailed action plans come in handy. Break down your chosen solution into specific, actionable steps. Assign responsibilities, set deadlines, and establish metrics to measure success. As we delve deeper into the art of problem solving, we encounter the fascinating interplay between creativity and methodical thinking. These two modes of thought might seem at odds with each other, but in reality, they're two sides of the same coin when it comes to effective problem solving. Creativity allows us to generate novel ideas and see connections that others might miss. It's about thinking laterally, making unexpected associations, and challenging assumptions. Methodical thinking, on the other hand, provides the structure and rigor needed to turn those creative ideas into practical solutions. The key is to find a balance between these two approaches. Start with a creative brainstorming session to generate a wide range of ideas, then switch to a more methodical approach to evaluate and refine those ideas. This combination can lead to solutions that are both innovative and effective. But how do we put all of this into practice? One effective exercise is to engage in group brainstorming sessions focused on hypothetical problems. This allows you to practice generating ideas in a collaborative environment, exposing you to diverse perspectives and approaches. Another valuable practice is developing action plans for personal challenges. Choose a problem you're currently facing and apply the structured problem-solving techniques we've discussed. Identify the root cause, brainstorm potential solutions, evaluate your options, and create a detailed plan for implementing your chosen solution. As you embark on this journey of developing your problem-solving skills, you might wonder what outcomes you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to see improved problem-solving abilities. You'll become more adept at breaking down complex issues, generating creative solutions, and implementing effective strategies. With continued practice, you may find that you have enhanced creativity and innovation. You'll be able to approach problems from multiple angles, seeing possibilities that others might miss. This can be a significant advantage in both personal and professional contexts, allowing you to stand out as a creative problem solver. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of structured problem solving. This doesn't mean you'll never encounter a problem you can't solve. The world is too complex for that. But it does mean you'll have a powerful set of tools and techniques to approach any challenge with confidence and skill. Of course, the path to developing strong problem-solving skills isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is difficulty generating solutions. When faced with a particularly tough problem, you might find your mind going blank. If you find yourself struggling with this, try using creative thinking techniques like mind mapping, random word association, or even role-playing. These can help shake loose new ideas and perspectives. Another challenge you might face is difficulty in implementing solutions. It's one thing to come up with a great idea, it's another to put it into practice effectively. If you find yourself struggling with implementation, focus on developing detailed action plans. Break your solution down into small, manageable steps. Set clear deadlines and milestones, and don't hesitate to adjust your plan as you go along. Remember, developing problem-solving skills is a journey, not a destination. It's a practice that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each problem you solve, each challenge you overcome, is an opportunity to strengthen these crucial skills. As we conclude this exploration of problem-solving, take a moment to reflect on the power of this skill. By developing your ability to tackle challenges systematically and creatively, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can serve you in every aspect of your life, from personal growth to professional success. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to apply these problem-solving skills under pressure. We'll delve into strategies for maintaining clear thinking and making sound decisions even when the stakes are high and time is short. But as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden potential might be unlocked within you as you master the art of problem-solving? The skills you've gained here are just the beginning. The real test lies in applying them when the pressure is on and every decision counts. Chapter 7. Decision-making under pressure. Imagine yourself in the cockpit of a plane, alarms blaring, instruments flashing, and mere seconds to make a decision that could affect the lives of hundreds. While this scenario might seem extreme, it illustrates the essence of what we'll explore in this chapter, the art of making smart decisions quickly when the stakes are high and time is short. In our fast-paced world, the ability to make sound choices under pressure is increasingly valuable. But what exactly sets apart those who can navigate high-stress situations with grace and effectiveness from those who crumble under the weight of urgency? As we delve into this crucial skill, you'll discover that decision-making under pressure is not about having nerves of steel or superhuman abilities. Rather, it's about developing a set of strategies and mental frameworks that allow you to think clearly and act decisively even when the world around you seems to be in chaos. But why is this skill so vital, especially when we find ourselves in difficult situations that demand critical thinking? Think about the last time you faced a high-pressure decision. Perhaps it was a crucial moment in your career, a split-second choice in a dangerous situation, or a time-sensitive opportunity that required immediate action. In such moments, the ability to make smart decisions quickly can make the difference between success and failure, safety and danger. The importance of this skill in critical thinking cannot be overstated. When we're under pressure, our natural tendency is often to rush into decisions without fully considering the consequences. This can lead to errors in judgment that we might later regret. By honing our ability to make smart decisions quickly, we can prevent these errors and ensure that our choices align with our goals and values, even in the most stressful circumstances. Moreover, mastering decision-making under pressure is essential for timely and effective action. In many situations, the window of opportunity is narrow, and hesitation can be as costly as a poor decision. By developing this skill, we equip ourselves to seize opportunities and address challenges promptly without sacrificing the quality of our choices. So how do we develop this crucial ability? The journey begins with understanding strategies for making quick, smart decisions. At the heart of this skill is the delicate balance between speed and thoughtfulness. It's about finding that sweet spot where we can act swiftly without sacrificing careful consideration. One powerful approach is the 2-minute rule. When faced with a high-pressure decision, give yourself 2 minutes to gather essential information, consider your options, and make a choice. This time limit forces you to focus on what's truly important while preventing analysis paralysis. Another effective strategy is the use of mental models or heuristics. These are simplified frameworks for understanding complex situations quickly. For example, the 80-20 rule suggests that 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes. By focusing on that crucial 20%, you can make informed decisions without getting bogged down in less important details. But gathering information is only part of the challenge. The real skill lies in prioritizing that information effectively. In high-pressure situations, we're often bombarded with data, and the ability to quickly separate the essential from the non-essential is crucial. One technique for effective prioritization is the ICE method: impact, confidence, and ease. For each piece of information or potential action, quickly assess its potential impact, your confidence in that assessment, and the ease of implementation. This allows you to focus on high-impact, high-confidence actions that can be implemented quickly. As we delve deeper into the art of decision-making under pressure, we encounter the critical need to avoid hasty conclusions. While speed is important, it should never come at the cost of accuracy. Jumping to conclusions without adequate consideration can lead to costly mistakes. One effective technique for enhancing decision accuracy under stress is the pre-mortem exercise. Before finalizing a decision, take a moment to imagine that your choice led to failure. What went wrong? This brief mental exercise can help you identify potential pitfalls and adjust your decision accordingly. Another powerful approach is the use of if-then planning. By anticipating potential scenarios and deciding in advance how you'll respond, you can make quicker, more accurate decisions when those situations actually arise. It's like creating a mental playbook for high-pressure situations. But how do we put all of this into practice? One effective exercise is to engage in timed decision-making drills. Set up hypothetical scenarios with time limits and practice making decisions under pressure. Start with longer time frames and gradually reduce them as you become more comfortable with the process. Another valuable practice is prioritization exercises with hypothetical scenarios. Present yourself with a complex situation and a list of potential actions or pieces of information. Practice quickly prioritizing these elements using techniques like the ICE method. This will help you develop the mental agility needed for real-world high-pressure situations. As you embark on this journey of mastering decision-making under pressure, you might wonder what outcomes you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to see improved decision-making speed. You'll become more comfortable with making choices quickly, without feeling rushed or panicked. With continued practice, you may find that you have enhanced accuracy under pressure. You'll be able to make swift decisions that are also well-considered and effective. This combination of speed and accuracy can be a significant advantage in both personal and professional contexts. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of high-pressure decision-making. This doesn't mean you'll never feel stress or uncertainty. Those are natural human responses. But it does mean you'll have the tools and mental frameworks to navigate even the most challenging situations with confidence and skill. Of course, the path to developing strong decision-making skills under pressure isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is the tendency to make rushed decisions that lead to errors. When the pressure is on, it's easy to act without fully considering the consequences. If you find yourself struggling with this, focus on practicing prioritization techniques. By quickly identifying what's most important, you can make faster decisions without sacrificing thoroughness. Another challenge you might face is difficulty managing the stress that comes with high-pressure situations. When we're stressed, our ability to think clearly and make good decisions is impaired. If you find yourself overwhelmed by stress, try incorporating stress reduction strategies into your decision-making process. Deep breathing exercises, mindfulness techniques, or even a brief moment of physical movement can help clear your mind and improve your decision-making capacity. Remember, developing the ability to make smart decisions under pressure is a journey, not a destination. It's a skill that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each high-pressure situation you navigate, each quick decision you make, is an opportunity to strengthen these crucial abilities. As we conclude this exploration of decision-making under pressure, take a moment to reflect on the power of this skill. By developing your ability to make smart choices quickly in stressful situations, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can serve you in every aspect of your life, from handling emergencies to seizing fleeting opportunities. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to future-proof your thinking. We'll delve into strategies for anticipating challenges, adapting to change, and making decisions that stand the test of time. But as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden strengths might you discover within yourself when the pressure is on and every second counts? The skills you've gained here are just the beginning. The real adventure lies in applying them to the unpredictable, high-stakes situations that life inevitably brings our way. Chapter 8. Future-Proof Smart Thinking. Imagine you're playing a game of chess. You make a brilliant move, capturing your opponent's queen. You feel triumphant, but in your excitement, you fail to notice that this move leaves your king exposed. 3 turns later, you're in checkmate, wondering how victory slipped through your fingers so quickly. This scenario illustrates the essence of what we'll explore in this chapter. The art of thinking not just for the immediate future, but for the long game. In a world that often demands quick decisions and instant gratification, the ability to think ahead and make choices that stand the test of time is increasingly valuable. But what exactly does it mean to future-proof our thinking? As we delve into this crucial skill, you'll discover that future-proof smart thinking is not about predicting the future with crystal ball accuracy. Rather, it's about developing a mindset and set of habits that allow us to make decisions today that will serve us well tomorrow, next year, and even decades from now. But why is this skill so vital, especially when we find ourselves navigating difficult situations that demand critical thinking? Think about the last time you made a decision that seemed right in the moment, only to regret it later when unforeseen consequences emerged. In such moments, the ability to think ahead and consider long-term implications can make the difference between temporary relief and lasting success. The importance of future-proof thinking in critical situations cannot be overstated. When we're faced with challenges, our natural tendency is often to focus on immediate solutions without fully considering their long-term effects. This can lead to a cycle of short-term fixes that never address the root of the problem. By honing our ability to think long-term, we can ensure that our decisions align with our broader objectives, promoting sustainable success and growth. Moreover, future-proof thinking is essential for personal and professional development. In a rapidly changing world, those who can anticipate trends, adapt to new circumstances, and make decisions with lasting impact are the ones who thrive. By developing this skill, we equip ourselves to navigate uncertainty and seize opportunities that others might miss. So how do we cultivate this crucial ability? The journey begins with developing long-term thinking habits. At the heart of this skill is the ability to align our short-term decisions with our long-term goals. It's about creating a bridge between the present and the future, ensuring that each step we take today is moving us in the direction we want to go tomorrow. One powerful approach is the future self exercise. Take a moment to imagine yourself 5, 10, or even 20 years from now. What kind of person do you want to be? What achievements do you want to have under your belt? By regularly connecting with this vision of your future self, you can make decisions today that align with those long-term aspirations. Another effective strategy is the use of decision trees. When faced with a choice, map out the potential consequences of each option, not just in the immediate future, but in the months and years to come. This visual representation can help you see beyond the immediate effects of your decisions and consider their long-term implications. But developing long-term thinking habits is only part of the challenge. The real skill lies in building habits for sustainable success. This involves creating routines and practices that consistently reinforce our long-term objectives. One technique for building these habits is the tiny habits method. Instead of trying to make dramatic changes overnight, focus on small, manageable actions that you can consistently perform. Over time, these tiny habits can lead to significant shifts in your thinking and behavior. As we delve deeper into the art of future-proof thinking, we encounter the profound impact of forward thinking on personal growth. By consistently considering the long-term implications of our choices, we open ourselves up to continuous improvement and adaptation. One effective approach for fostering continual improvement is the practice of regular self-reflection. Set aside time each week or month to review your progress towards your long-term goals. What's working well? What needs adjustment? This ongoing process of evaluation and adaptation is key to staying on track with your long-term objectives. Another powerful strategy is scenario planning. Regularly imagine different possible futures and consider how you would navigate them. This mental exercise can help you develop the flexibility and adaptability needed to thrive in an uncertain world. But how do we put all of this into practice? One effective exercise is to engage in goal-setting workshops. Take the time to clearly articulate your long-term goals, breaking them down into medium-term objectives and short-term actions. This creates a roadmap that connects your daily decisions to your ultimate aspirations. Another valuable practice is long-term planning exercises. Choose a significant decision you're currently facing and map out its potential consequences over the next 5 or 10 years. Consider different scenarios and how they might unfold. This can help you make more informed choices that align with your long-term vision. As you embark on this journey of mastering future-proof thinking, you might wonder what outcomes you can expect. At a basic level, you're likely to see improved alignment between your actions and goals. You'll become more adept at making decisions that consistently move you towards your long-term objectives. With continued practice, you may find that you have enhanced strategic thinking abilities. You'll be able to anticipate challenges and opportunities more effectively, positioning yourself for success in both personal and professional realms. For those who truly dedicate themselves to this practice, the ultimate outcome is mastery of future-proof decision-making. This doesn't mean you'll be able to predict the future with certainty. The world is too complex for that. But it does mean you'll have the tools and mental frameworks to make choices that are robust and adaptable, capable of standing the test of time. Of course, the path to developing strong future-proof thinking skills isn't always smooth. You may encounter challenges along the way, and it's important to be prepared for these obstacles. One common issue is allowing short-term focus to overshadow long-term goals. In the hustle and bustle of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of our broader objectives. If you find yourself struggling with this, make it a habit to regularly review your long-term goals. Consider setting reminders or creating visual representations of your objectives to keep them at the forefront of your mind. Another challenge you might face is difficulty adapting to change. Even with the best long-term planning, the future often unfolds in unexpected ways. If you find yourself struggling to adjust your plans in the face of new circumstances, focus on developing flexibility and practicing scenario planning. Regularly imagine different possible futures and how you might navigate them. This can help you develop the mental agility needed to thrive in an uncertain world. Remember, developing future-proof thinking skills is a journey, not a destination. It's an ability that you'll continue to refine throughout your life. Each decision you make with an eye to the future, each long-term goal you set and pursue, is an opportunity to strengthen these crucial skills. As we conclude this exploration of future-proof smart thinking, take a moment to reflect on the power of this skill. By developing your ability to make decisions today that will serve you well tomorrow and beyond, you're equipping yourself with a tool that can shape the course of your life in profound ways. In the next chapter, we'll bring together all the skills and strategies we've explored throughout this book. We'll look at how to integrate these various aspects of critical thinking into a cohesive approach that can serve you in any situation. But as you close this chapter, consider this. What hidden possibilities might unfold in your life as you master the art of future-proof thinking? The skills you've gained here are just the beginning. The real adventure lies in applying them to shape a future that's even brighter than you can currently imagine. Chapter 9, Thinking Ahead. As we reach the final chapter of our journey together, take a moment to reflect on how far you've come. From learning to cultivate a calm mindset to mastering the art of critical thinking, from solving complex problems to making decisions under pressure, and from future-proofing your thinking to aligning your actions with long-term goals, you've acquired a powerful set of tools that can transform the way you navigate life's challenges. But this isn't the end of your journey. Rather, it's the beginning of a new chapter in your life, one where you have the skills and mindset to face any challenge with confidence and clarity. As we tie together all the ideas we've explored, let's look at how you can keep these critical thinking skills sharp and your mind calm for the future. First, let's consider how what you've learned in this book can empower you. The skills you've developed aren't just theoretical concepts. They're practical tools that can enhance every aspect of your life. One of the most significant ways these skills empower you is by boosting your confidence in decision-making. Think about how you approached difficult decisions before reading this book. Perhaps you felt overwhelmed by the complexity of the situation or paralyzed by the fear of making the wrong choice. Now, armed with techniques for breaking down complex problems, evaluating evidence objectively, and considering long-term implications, you can approach decisions with a newfound sense of assurance. This enhanced confidence doesn't mean you'll never feel uncertain or anxious when facing a tough choice. What it does mean is that you have a structured approach to work through that uncertainty, to analyze the situation logically, and to make a decision based on sound reasoning rather than impulse or emotion. Moreover, the skills you've developed contribute to greater resilience in facing challenges. Life will always throw unexpected obstacles your way, but now you have the tools to approach these challenges with a calm mind and a strategic outlook. Instead of being overwhelmed by difficulties, you can view them as opportunities to apply your critical thinking skills and grow stronger in the process. But the impact of these skills extends far beyond your individual decision-making and problem-solving abilities. One of the most profound ways in which critical thinking can transform your life is through its effect on your relationships. By enhancing your ability to communicate clearly and understand others' perspectives, these skills can lead to stronger, more meaningful connections with the people around you. Consider how the ability to analyze situations objectively and consider multiple viewpoints can improve your communication. Instead of reacting emotionally to disagreements, you can approach conflicts with a calm, logical mindset. You can listen actively to others' perspectives, evaluate their arguments fairly, and express your own views clearly and persuasively. Furthermore, the combination of empathy and logic that critical thinking fosters can lead to deeper understanding in your relationships. By considering not just what people say, but why they might be saying it, their motivations, fears, and aspirations, you can develop a more nuanced understanding of others. This empathetic approach, combined with logical analysis, allows you to navigate complex interpersonal situations with grace and wisdom. As you continue to apply these skills in your daily life, you'll likely find that you're able to achieve things that once seemed out of reach. Complex situations that might have once left you feeling overwhelmed can now be navigated with relative ease. By breaking down these situations into manageable parts, analyzing them objectively, and approaching them with a calm mindset, you can find clarity even in the most challenging circumstances. Moreover, you'll be able to make informed decisions with confidence, even when the stakes are high and time is short. The combination of quick thinking strategies and long-term perspective you've developed allows you to make choices that are both timely and well-considered. This ability can open up new opportunities in both your personal and professional life, as you become known as someone who can be relied upon to make sound decisions in any situation. But perhaps the most exciting aspect of your journey with critical thinking is that it's just beginning. As you continue to practice the concepts you've learned in this book, you'll find that your results improve with less and less effort. This is the power of mastery. As these skills become second nature, you'll be able to apply them almost effortlessly in your daily life. Imagine a future where maintaining a calm mindset in stressful situations is as natural as breathing, where analyzing complex problems and making sound decisions is as intuitive as tying your shoelaces. This level of mastery is within your reach if you continue to practice and refine these skills. Moreover, the ongoing practice of critical thinking and calmness will fuel continuous personal and professional growth. As you apply these skills to new challenges and situations, you'll continue to learn and evolve. Your capacity for handling complex problems will expand, your decision-making will become even more nuanced, and your ability to navigate uncertainty will grow stronger. As we conclude this book, I want to leave you with a final thought. A vision of the future that you now have the power to create. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, looking back on this moment. You've consistently applied the skills you've learned, refining them through daily practice and real-world application. In this future, you're known as someone who remains calm and clear-headed, even in the most challenging situations. Your ability to analyze complex problems and make sound decisions has led to remarkable achievements in your personal and professional life. You've navigated difficult situations with grace, built stronger relationships through empathetic understanding and clear communication, and made choices that have positioned you for long-term success. But more than these external achievements, you've experienced a profound internal transformation. You approach life with a sense of confidence and purpose, knowing that whatever challenges arise, you have the tools to face them. You've developed a deep trust in your own judgment, balanced with the humility to continually learn and grow. This future isn't a far-off dream. It's a reality that you can begin creating right now with each decision you make and each challenge you face. The journey of critical thinking and calm decision-making is ongoing, offering endless opportunities for growth and self-discovery. As you close this book, remember that the real adventure is just beginning. The world is full of complex challenges and exciting opportunities, waiting for minds like yours to engage with them. Armed with the skills of critical thinking and the power of a calm mindset, you're ready to shape not just your own future, but to contribute to solving the big problems facing our world. Yet, even with these powerful tools at your disposal, you might find yourself wondering how to maintain that calm composure when life throws its most unexpected curveballs. What if there was a way to further enhance your ability to stay cool under pressure? The answer lies in mastering the art of non-reactivity, a skill that can elevate your critical thinking and decision-making to new heights. To truly unlock your potential and make the most of the skills you've learned, you'll want to explore the audiobook, The Power of Not Reacting, Genius Strategies to Stay Calm in Any Situation. Tap the center of the video now to continue your transformation journey.